Welcome to Yoga Stretch. My name is Katy. Today we're going to focus on strengthening our shoulders. Now it's important to really focus on shoulder alignment and positioning in each of the postures we do. Rather than just moving from one posture to the other mindlessly, we need to really think about where our shoulders are. So I'm going to talk about that today during our yoga. So let's stand up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in and then sink down to the floor. Let's take a seat. And we're going to start off with some bellows breathing. So let's focus on the breath. We're going to bring our hand to our waist, and I want you to take a deep breath in and then puff your breath out of your mouth nice and quickly using your waist. So you should be able to feel the waist pull in as you puff your breath out. Let's try 2 rounds of that 20 times. Breathe in, puff your breath out of your belly. Let's try that again. 20 puffs. Beautiful. Now let's take a deep breath in, lift the arms up, touch the palms together and breathe out. Lower the hands down. Nice deep breath in, reaching up and breathe out. Lower the hands down. One more time, deep breath in. That's it, beautiful. And let's lower the hands down. Coming onto hands and knees. Let's start off with stretching our back. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. And we're going to breathe in, cat arch. Look at your thighs. Breathe out, cow pose. Tuck those toes under. Slide shoulders to hips and look forward. Feel your mid-back tighten. Breathe in, cat arch. And breathe out, cow pose. Let's do that one more time. Now flatten your feet. We've got a dancing cat. Breathe in, gaze up. Breathe out, tighten the waist, knee to nose. Breathe in, extend and breathe out, knee to nose. One more time. Now place your knee down and let's try the other side. Breathe in, lift your leg and head, breathe out, knee to nose. And one more. Place the knee down. Okay. 3 more cat-cow poses. Breathe in, cat arch, big stretch. Breathe out, cow pose. Cat arch. And breathe out, cow pose. And one more time, cat arch. Nice big stretch around the shoulders here. Did you notice? And cow pose. All right, let's flatten those feet again. This time we're going to rotate our fingers inwards, so the fingers are pointing towards each other. The wrists are in line with shoulders. We're going to do the dancing cat again and a little push up. So let's bring our knees together. Take the right knee, breathe in, gaze up and breathe out. A little push up, down, lift and knee to nose. Let's try that again. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one. Change legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in to lift, breathe out. Knee to nose. Last one. Come into child's pose, bring the arms by the sides. Now let's place the forehead down. Relax the shoulders down. Pull the tummy up. Tail between the legs, sit on your heels. Take 3 big breaths into your back. Beautiful. Let's extend those arms forward again and lift up. Tuck toes under, down dog. Now, down dog is a wonderful exercise to work on strengthening your shoulders. Now, remember the last time we talked about strengthening wrists, so let's press the thumbs and the base of the index finger, middle finger down, so the hands are firmly down. We're going to walk the heels up and down to start stretching into the backs of legs. Now lift your hips up, lower your heels down, slide your shoulders towards your hips. Can you feel your back muscles engaging? Now bring your chest towards your thighs, just gently working into that shoulder mobility. Shoulders are designed for mobility, not for weight bearing. So you need to get the weight out of the hands and into the hips, even if you bend your knees. As long as the weight goes back towards your hips, it's much better. So straightening the legs out comes in time. Don't worry too much about it. Be more concerned about your shoulder positioning. Take 3 breaths here. Now take a walk with your feet to your hands. Have your heels under your hips, so feet are apart. Hold the elbows. Chin to chest if you can. Let the crown of the head face the floor. Weight evenly through the feet. And let's move our elbows from side to side. Move the elbows and the torso so we can feel the back stretch when we move. You should feel a stretch in the lower back and right down the back, and let the shoulders relax and drop down. All right, lower your hands to the floor. Now we're going to bend our left knee, hold the ankle of that left foot, and lift the right hand up for a twist. So try to reach your hand up to the ceiling, shoulder blades are stacked. Take 3 breaths here. Keep the weight as much as you can evenly through your feet. Try not to rock backwards. Now lower your right hand down, bend your right knee, holding that ankle, lift, straighten the left leg up now, and lift the left hand. That's it, beautiful. Let's take 3 breaths here. Then lower your hand down. Hands on shins. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Squeeze your buttocks. Let's slowly roll up. 1 vertebrae at a time, sliding the hands up those legs. Roll the shoulders back and down. Now we're going to stand in mountain pose, and I want you to really focus on your shoulder position for mountain pose. It is important. Now I'm going to turn around so you can see my shoulder blades while I explain the move. Now you're lifting up nice and tall through the rib cage. Lift the rib cage up, crown of head to ceiling so you can feel the length in the back of the neck. Now shoulders, watch my shoulders. Breathe in, lift shoulders up, roll them back and down. See my shoulder blades drawing downwards. Shoulders draw away from ears, tummy is in. Now I'm not squeezing my shoulder blades together. Backs do not like that very much. So let's release. And come back to that position where shoulder blades are just squeezing a little bit together. All right, I'm going to face sideways. So we want to have this kind of nice open chest look rather than a really stretchy and very uncomfortable. And it looks like you've got your back on a board. So we want to make sure we look quite natural in our standing. So let's lift our rib cage up again. Now squeeze the buttocks a little. If you need to tail tuck, just tuck that tail under just a little. Tight tummy. Lift your fingers up, your toes. Stretch them out, place them down. Now let's lift those shoulders up to ears. Breathe in, breathe out. Roll them back and down so they're drawing downwards. Shoulders are drawing downwards. Shoulder blades are flat on the back. Okay, beautiful. Let's stretch those fingers out. Reach them down to the floor. That will help keep the shoulders down. Take 3 breaths here. Breathe into your rib cage. Expand your lungs out as much as you can. Take a deep breath in. Sun salute. Reach up and swan dive. Forward fold. Flat back, breathe in, lengthen through the spine, breathe out, forward fold, and we're going to step back into a plank. This is another shoulder strengthener. Stretch your fingers out. Now remember to press with the base of the thumb and index finger firmly down. Squeeze your buttocks together, tighten your waist, lower your rib cage a little. Your elbows should be slightly soft. We want the work to be around the chest and the waist. Now, notice where your shoulder blades are. Do they feel flat? Just lift your chest slightly up and down. Can you feel your shoulder blades move position? Now, you don't want your mid-back overworking. You want the shoulder blades and mid-back to work quite evenly. So we don't want any lumps in the mid-back. We want it nice and flat. Now a down dog. This movement from plank to down dog is really good for shoulders. So pull the tummy up, lift the hips, move the body weight towards your heels, and then come back into plank. Breathe in, plank. Shoulders nice and flat on the back. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe into plank. Down dog again, one more time. Breathe out. And breathe into plank. Lower your knees down, breathe out. Take a rest in child's pose. Bring arms to sides. Let them rest. Relax the shoulders towards the floor. Let the back open right up. Pull the tummy up. See if you can sit on your heels, otherwise just rest here. Take 3 breaths into your back. Try to expand your back right out. Now extend those arms forward. Let's lift up to cat and step 1 foot forward, the other foot forward into forward fold. And take a deep breath in, sun salute. Lift up. Breathe out, hands back to sides. This time we've got a chair pose. Breathe in, lift your arms up. Breathe out, chair pose down. So make sure those feet are together, knees are pressing together, hands to chest in prayer. Push your hips back, make sure you can see your toes. Take 3 breaths here. Make sure your tummy's tight, shoulders are drawn down away from ears. Breathe in and breathe out, forward fold. And then we're going to lunge our right foot back, lower the heel down for warrior 1. You can sweep your arms back and lift up. Now when you're lifting your arms up, roll your shoulders back and down, lift the hands up. Or if you've lifted your arms, you can still roll your shoulders back and down. So those shoulder blades are drawing downwards. Now there'll be a slight lift in your shoulders when you reach your arms up. Now if this is not comfortable, bring your arms forward, bring your hands to chest, and one of those other positions. Make sure your hips are square and your feet are comfortable. And your shoulders should be quite comfortable in this position. Now this next exercise is also very good for shoulders. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out. Elbow to knee, palm up. Try to keep your back heel on the floor. If it doesn't want to stay on the floor, lift the heel up. Put your toes forward and the heel back. This hand can go on the hip, or you can reach it up, just out to the side diagonally. Hand on hip's probably a little more comfortable. Okay, now from here, we're going to do a reverse side angle pose. So we're going to reach one hand down to the floor. Now, ideally your hand should reach, but if it doesn't reach, just whatever you can manage is good. Now, what you're trying to achieve is pressing the arm into the knee and trying to twist a little bit through the waist. Stack your shoulder blades up. Hand can stay on the hip, or you can lift it up to the ceiling. So take 3 breaths here. Can you feel that shoulder pushing into the knee? And this creates resistance and strengthens the shoulder. And now let's take that hand down and bring our hands to either side of our foot. Step that back foot forwards and let's lunge the front foot back. On the toes or lower the heel down. Bring the arms back, lift up. Warrior 1, again choosing the arm position, roll the shoulders back and down. Let's strengthen those shoulder blades, or the shoulders, all the muscles around the shoulders. 3 breaths into the belly. Breathe in and breathe out, elbow to knee, palm up. Place the other hand on the hip. Good place to start. Now working into the shoulders again, strengthening the shoulders, pulling the tummy in, rotate. So we've got a twist, draw the shoulders away from ears and draw the waist in. That will help us keep the shoulders away from ears. Back heel can stay on the floor or lift the heel up if it's a little bit strong. Okay, nice big breath in. If you can, do the reverse position, just lowering your arm down. You can even just put your elbow outside your knee and get the same result, or bring your hand to the floor. The other hand can stay on the hip, or you can lift it up. Now make sure the bottom arm is pressing against the leg, so we can really get some tension around the shoulder blades to strengthen them. 3 breaths. Okay, lower that hand down, and we're going to step our back foot forward, forward fold, come back to chair pose, sweep the arms back, lift the arms up, and reach up to the ceiling, bring the hands back down to chest again. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. We're going to do some balances that are focusing on shoulder strengthening. So we've got an eagle balance. So have your feet comfortably apart, and let's come into that chair pose. So draw the tummy in and take the right leg, cross it over the leg, left, toes on the floor. Let's reach the arms forward and wrap the right arm around the left, lock the elbows in. Hands can be on shoulders. The important thing is try to get those elbows locked in. Level 2 hands, backs of hands together. Level 3, wrap the wrists around, fingers point up, thumbs wrap around each other. You can stay here for level 1, level 2, foot to calf, level 3, toes wrap around. Now in this posture, I want you to focus on drawing shoulders downwards, away from ears. Can you feel the stretch around your shoulder blades? So we're strengthening our back through stretching into those shoulders. 3 big breaths. And then lifting up, let's unwrap the legs, unwrap the arms, bring the hands to sides and give your shoulders a roll. Let's try the other side. So just place your hands on your hips, bend the knees, pull the tummy in, hips back, roll your left foot forward, cross it over the right, toes are on the floor. That's it, beautiful. Let's reach the arms forward again, shoulders stay down. Try to get out of the habit of lifting them up to your ears. Lower them right down. So chest lifted, shoulders are down, and wrap your left arm around your right. And keep those shoulders down as you place your hands on the shoulders, backs of hands together, or palms together. Try to do the same arm position for both sides and the same leg position for both sides. So let's go back to the leg position we chose last time. So foot to calf or wrap toes around. We're going to stay a little bit higher today so we can just make sure we've got our shoulders in the right position. So drawing them downwards, waist draws in. Try to flatten the shoulder blades on the back. I've got quite a strong stretch happening around the shoulders. Now let's take 3 breaths. Try to find the stretch. And let's unwrap the legs and unwrap the arms. That is a beautiful shoulder mobility exercise. Beautiful for strengthening shoulders. Roll shoulders back and down. Dancer pose is our next one. With our dancer pose, we're going to focus on the stretch in the drawing back of the shoulder as we hold the foot. So that's going to strengthen again around the back of the shoulder, in the front of the shoulder. So let's try and make that happen. So dancer, I'm going to face you sideways. Let's bend our knees. We'll lift our left foot up first. Hold the top of the foot with a hand. Line your knees up. Now, nice firm buttocks, firm waist. Lift the rib cage up, and we're going to reach the right arm up to the ceiling or you can keep your hand on your hip, it doesn't matter. We're focusing on shoulders. Now with the arm lifted up, you want the shoulder drawn downwards. Shoulders should be even. One should not be up and the other down. They should be nice and even if we were looking in a mirror. Press the top of the foot in the hand, bend the standing knee, and start to lean forward. Now I don't mind how far you lean forward. You can go halfway down or just a little way forward, whatever your balance is like. The important thing now is to press the top of the foot in the hand. Can you feel your shoulder blade sliding to the center of your spine? And that's going to strengthen your shoulder blades. Your shoulders will get stronger in this position. So shoulders are drawn down and one shoulder blade, the shoulder blade of the hand holding the foot, is drawing towards the spine. This is a lovely strong position. Take 3 breaths. Now lift up, lower your hand down, lower your foot down. Take a walk with your feet, give them a rest. We'll try that on the other side. Okay, so let's roll the right foot forward. Nice firm waist, lift the foot up, hold the top of the foot, lining knees up, squeeze your buttocks, hips forward. So let's raise the left arm up, if it's comfortable. Shoulders are down, shoulder blades drawn towards hips, and neck free of shoulders. Okay, let's lean forward, so bending that standing knee just to get the position that you're comfortable in. And now let's do the important job of pressing the foot in the hand, creating the tension in the shoulder blade, drawing it towards the center of the spine. Can we feel the muscles active around the shoulder blade? Drawing the shoulders down. Now this is a beautiful strengthening exercise for your shoulders. Take 3 breaths here. Now come back to a standing position. Arm lifted up, lower the hand down and lower your foot down. Take a walk with the feet. Now I'm going to turn around sideways so you can see me more easily. And we're going to start with our mountain pose. We've got some standing strength and some seated work. So lift up nice and tall through the rib cage. Remember what to do with your shoulders. Lift the shoulders to ears, roll them back and down, flattening them on the back. Tummy in. Take a deep breath in. Stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Remember not to lift your shoulders up. Look between the palms of the hands and forward fold. Flat back, lengthen through the spine. Draw the shoulders away from ears, knees soft. Stretch backs of legs, forward fold and lunge back to plank. Lift the hips up for down dog. And just move from side to side, just 2 or 3 times. Step your feet together. We've got a 3-leg dog. Lift your right leg up. Now let's check the hands, pressing base of thumb and index finger firmly down. Shoulders head towards hips. Let's start working around the shoulder blades. That's it. They feel nice and strong now. That's it. Move your chest towards your thighs. Squeeze your buttocks together. 3 breaths. And lunge your foot between your hands. Lower your back heel down. We've got a warrior 2. So let's windmill our left arm up and over, coming into warrior 2. Warrior 2 is a beautiful shoulder strengthener. All our warriors are. So let's bend that front knee, line it up the ankles. Pay particular attention to your shoulders. Now are your hips and chest facing sideways. That will put your arms in a perfect position to lift them up shoulder height. Now shoulders draw downwards, rib cage lifts up. So can you feel your shoulder blades squeeze a little bit at the back? Not too much, a little slight hug, opening the chest up beautifully. So that's our best arm position to strengthen shoulders. Turn your gaze over your front middle finger. Let's take 3 breaths here. Side angle pose. Breathe in, reach forward, elbow or knee, palm up, close it into a fist, lift the other hand up to ceiling. Now if your top hip is lifted, you should try to lower it down so you're not resting so heavily on your knee. Now let's check the top shoulder. Now shoulders away from ears, just lifting that arm up in line with your shoulder. If you can, just rotate it back a little to open the chest and then lift it up. So your shoulder blades should feel like they're stacked on top of each other but not touching. Let's take 3 breaths here. Now lifting up, warrior 2, straighten your arm, or your leg, lower your arms down, short rest, lift the arms back up again, shoulders down, rib cage lifted. We've got a triangle. Let's breathe in, reach forward, push the hips back, reach forward and windmill your arms into position. Should be feeling a nice big stretch in the front thigh. Now let's reach that hand up, check the shoulders. Draw them away from ears, pull the tummy in and bring your arm a little wider, then reach it up to ceiling. Can you feel your shoulder blades slightly hugging again? Take 3 breaths here. Now lower your top hand down, bend your front knee, front foot back into plank. We're going to plank down to floor or just knees and chest down. And we have a locust, so let's bring the arms down by our sides. We want to focus on strengthening the shoulders again. So we're going to press those hips down, tail between the legs, squeeze the buttocks together, tummy lifts. Then lift your legs up, lift your chest up. Now lift your arms up, a little higher than hips. Stretch your fingers out and your toes. Reach your fingers towards your feet. Can you feel the drawing down of your shoulders? The flattening of the shoulder blades on the back. This is activating your back muscles. So stay here. You can look forward or tuck the chin in, lengthen through the back of the neck. Take 3 breaths. And lower yourself down. Let's take our hands under our chest. Breathe in, cobra. Come into cat. And bring the right knee forward, toes forward for pigeon. Slide the left knee back. Try to line your heel up with your hip and come down to elbows. Now I want you to focus on where your shoulders are. Draw your shoulders away from ears. Flatten your shoulder blades on your back. You can stay in this position or you can stack your hands, rest your head on top or reach your arms forward, elbows up or elbows down. Now whichever arm position you've chosen, I want you to check on your shoulders again. Draw them down away from ears toward your hips, shoulder blades flat on your back. Pull the tummy up. Now we can focus on the hips. Take 3 breaths here. Now lifting up, just onto hands, stay in your pigeon, bend your back knee, and if you can, reach one hand to the top of your foot. Now if you can't reach, don't worry, just keep both hands on the floor. If you can reach, try and slide your knee back a bit. Now hold the top of the foot like a bow, just as we did in dancer. We're going to press the top of the foot in the hand, and if you push enough, you can feel your shoulders draw downwards, flatten on your back, and the shoulder blade come to the center. Now that may be enough for you to lift your other hand up. Let's take 3 breaths here in our royal pigeon. Now lower the hand down, lower the leg down. We're going to take a seat and bring the leg forward. From here we're going into a lovely stretch where we're going to stretch out our sciatic nerve. This is a wonderful stretch. Bring your toes forward. Lift up through the rib cage, pull the waist in and walk your hands forward. Now for some people this is going to be quite a comfortable stretch. And for others you're going to feel it in the back of your knee, perhaps tingling in the toes and in the hip. That's okay. Some of you might be able to hold your foot with your hands without straining. Otherwise, just hands rest on either side of the calf. And let's take 3 big breaths here. Breathe down to the belly. Send that breath to the back of your leg to settle your muscles down. Okay, walk your hands back to hips. Let's bring that leg forward. Give the legs a little shake. That's it, toes are forward. Take a deep breath in, sun salute, palms forward, breathe out. Now place your hands down on your shins, lengthen through the spine, draw the waist in, lean forward. When you lengthen through your spine, you're going to work a little bit more strongly in the backs of those legs. So you might feel a bit of tightness or catching just behind the knee, just above the back of the knee. Now let's breathe into there. You can hold your feet or wrap your hands around your feet if you bend forward quite comfortably. Let's take 3 deep breaths into the back and down to the belly, then into backs of legs. And then walk your hands up your legs, bring your feet to the end position. Let's take hands behind the knees, draw the waist in, rolling back, bring the knees to chest. Now, you can stay here with your knees to chest or lift your legs up to the ceiling, perhaps even bring your legs over your head, plough pose, dead man's pose. Whichever's most comfortable for you, take 3 breaths. Put your hands down to the floor, roll yourself out of your plough pose, dead man pose, rod pose, whichever you're in. Place your feet on the floor, extend your legs. We've got a fish pose. Hands by sides. Lift one hip, place the hand under. Lift the other hip, place the hand under. Elbows can just rest where they are for level 1. Level 2, elbows come under the back, hug the elbows together. Now, can you feel your shoulder blades hugging together? Chest is really open. Try to draw the shoulders away from ears and press through the elbows for level 3. Place your head down gently. Take 3 breaths into the belly. Now press through elbows, lift your head and take a lie down. Feel free at any time to do higher options or even lower options. Okay, let's take the hands from under the hips, place the hip down, take the other one out. Okay, walk those feet to the end position. Bring the knees to the chest, one at a time. Now you can have your hands behind your knees if you like. And we're going to do 2 or 3 spinal rolls. So chin to chest, drop the shoulders down, rock your legs forward and back, lifting up. Now, for those who are quite mobile, we're going to jump up into a standing position shortly. If you can't do that, just get up any way you can. Okay, now this time we're going to bring our heels really close to hips, push yourself up, and then bring yourself back up into a standing position. Roll the shoulders back and down. Now let's do that again. Take a deep breath in, sun salute. Reach up and swan dive, forward fold. Flat back, lengthen through the spine. Remember to draw shoulders away from ears and the waist up. Breathe out, forward fold and step back into a down dog. Now just move from side to side, loosen up around the shoulders, and then let's step our feet together. Lift the left leg up, 3-leg dog. Squeeze your backs. Nice and firm around the hips. Chest towards thighs. Take the weight out of your shoulders. Draw shoulders to hips.
Let's bend the knee, let's keep that legs nice and straight, three-leg dog, and lunge that foot forward between the hands, lower the back heel down, and lift that right arm up and over for a warrior two. Chest and hips facing sideways, shoulders draw down, rib cage lifts, keeping that back nice and strong. Look over your front middle finger. Let's take 3 breaths here. Now let's breathe in, reach forward as far as we can, elbow to knee, palm up, close it into a fist, lift the other hand up. Line it up with your shoulders. Let's check the shoulders, draw them away from the ears, pull the tummy in, drop your top hip down if you can, line those shoulders up. Now bring your top arm a bit wider towards the back of you, open the chest, then reach the fingers up to the ceiling so your shoulder blades are lined up at the back. 3 breaths here. Okay, let's lift it up. Warrior two. Now lower your hands down, straighten your front leg. We've got a triangle, so lift the arms up again. Breathe in, reach forward, push your hips back, and then windmill into position. Try to line your arms up, bring your top arm back, then line your fingers up with the ceiling again. Shoulders head towards hips, draw the waist in, tail between the legs. Now can we feel those shoulders drawing downwards and shoulder blades lined up on our back? So it just takes quite a bit of concentration and focus to find out where exactly our back muscles are and our shoulder blades. Now this is a good back strengthener, so it's very important to get body alignment right. 3 breaths. Now lower your head down, bend your front knee, hands on the floor, front foot back to plank. We're going to plank to floor or just put your knees and chest down. Back to shoulder strengthening with a bow. Let's bend those knees. Make sure the knees are in line with the hips. Hands on lower back for level 1. Press the hips down, squeeze the buttocks, lift the knees. Lift the chest up. Hug those shoulder blades together, chest open. Now, if you can, you're going to reach the tops of the feet with your hands. Hug the shoulder blades together and draw them down. Press the tops of the feet into the hands, look forward, or lower your head down. Take 3 breaths here. And lower your knees down. And release your feet. Cobra. Keep the elbows hugging the sides of the body. Come into cat. Take your left knee forward into pigeon. Now come down to your elbows. Let's check our shoulder alignment. Shoulders draw away from ears. Can you feel your shoulder blades flat on your back and hugging together? Another way of strengthening shoulders. Again, body alignment. Getting the shoulders in the right position every time. You can stay here or go back to the previous position that you did before. Shoulders draw away from ears. Don't let them creep up to your ears just because you changed your arm position. Pull the tummy up. That will help keep your shoulders down. Now let's breathe into the hip. Take 3 breaths. Now lifting up onto the hands, we've got the royal pigeon. So bend your knee. And if you can, take your hand, hold the top of the foot. Draw the shoulders downwards. Shoulder blade with the hand holding the foot, hugging to the center of the body line. Press the foot in the hand. Lift your opposite hand up. One more deep breath in and lower the hand down, Lower the foot down, take a seat, sweep your leg forward. All right, back into the hip stretch or sciatic nerve stretch. Line those knees up, lift up through the rib cage, toes are forward, and start to bend forward. Pull the tummy in, lower the head towards the knee. Feel that big stretch in the back of the knee. If you held your foot last time, hold it again this time. Try not to let your shoulders lift up to your ears though. Keep them well away. Let's take 3 breaths here. Okay, let's take a walk with those hands. Bring the legs forward, give them a shake. Let's take another forward bend, deep breath in, palms up forward and breathe out. Lengthen through your spine. You may want to bring your hands to your toes, pull your tummy in and lower yourself down. Now if that's a little bit strong, just soften the knees a little bit, give them a shake. You can place your hands down on the floor next to calves. So this just depends on how stretchy you are in the backs of your legs. Okay, let's walk our hands back to our hips again. Continue to walk them. Walk your feet to a tabletop position. Squeeze your buttocks, lift your hips for tabletop. Now, make sure the buttocks are firm, the knees, hips and shoulders are lined up. Look forward. You can gaze up or lower your head back. Now I want you to try and lift your rib cage up. Now we're really working into those shoulders, so you want to make sure the chest is open. Don't let those shoulders collapse in and your mid-back drop down. Try to widen the chest. 3 breaths into the belly. And now take a seat. That's it, beautiful. We're going to hug those knees to the chest again. Pull the tummy in, round the back out. And just rock from side to side on the lower back. So you just want to link the fingers, rest the palms on the knees, and pull the tummy down, rock your knees from side to side. Bring your arms out nice and wide and lower your knees to one side. Turn your head to the other. Now you can take the same hand as knee, place it on top, and that will help you twist. If you can, straighten your legs. Now try to keep your shoulder blades flat on the floor, your ankles and your knees stacked. Now bend the knees, bring the knees back to chest, and we're going to lower them down on the other side. Turn your head the opposite way. Let's try to stack those knees and ankles again. Same hand as knee. Shoulder blades on the floor. So this is a wonderful way to get a sense of nice flat shoulders and open chest. Extending your legs. Okay, let's bend those knees. Bring the knees back to ceiling. Give them a hug. Now we're going to bring our toes together, hands on knees. Draw some nice big circles. So breathe out as you bring your knees to chest. Breathe in as you circle out wide. Let's try 2 more of those. And go back the other way. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's bring our feet to a butterfly pose. If you can, hold the soles of your feet together and draw the knees away. Then lower your feet down in a butterfly pose. Now if this is uncomfortable, bring your knees together and your feet wide. So if you're staying in the butterfly pose, just leave your knees drop down. Now place one hand on your heart center and one hand on your belly. Press the elbows down, lift the shoulder blades up, hug them together, open that chest. Make sure those shoulder blades are flat on the floor. Chest open. This counteracts the rolling forward of shoulders, and so many times during the days our shoulders roll forward. So we want to open them out again and engage those back muscles. Breathe into the belly, 3 breaths. Beautiful. Now extend your legs when you're ready. Come into a comfortable relaxation position. So you want to roll your feet out like windscreen wipers and then drop them out, thighs roll outwards, and bring your arms to your sides, palms facing up. Now make sure those shoulder blades are still flat. So that having palms up will help you to keep the shoulder blades flat and the chest open. Encourage your shoulders to sit in the right position. Breathe down to the belly, 3 big breaths. Now you can continue here with your relaxation for the next 5, 10, 15 minutes. Just turn the video off, and when you're ready, turn it back on and join me again to finish. Now start to bring your awareness back to your body, moving your fingers and your toes. Bring your breath down to your belly. Walk your feet to the end position and roll over to your side. Lift up to a seated position. Let's rest the hands on the knee for a moment. Just we lift up through the spine, just lower the chin towards the chest. Relax the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in, lift the arms above the head in prayer. And breathe out, hands down to chest, thumbs to heart center. Let's breathe down to our belly, into the rib cage, shoulders and back, and breathe out. Another deep yoga breath into the belly, into the ribs, shoulders and back, and breathe out. Take one more deep yoga breath at your own time. And have a peaceful heart and a peaceful mind and a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in Yoga Stretch today and talking about how to strengthen our shoulders. Come and join me again. If you like the video, press like and subscribe to my channel to get regular updates.
Thank you for joining me.